asking for a lot of home decor inspiration slash really been asking for an apartment tour video. I'm not quite ready to give you a full-blown apartment tour, but that is coming within the next few weeks. So I want to have everything kind of together when I actually make the tour. But today I thought I would go over kind of all of the fun pieces I've gotten secondhand thrifting from vintage sellers, Etsy, and kind of go around my apartment and just show you pieces that I really like and have just been fun finds. So to start out with is this Thomas McKnight print. It has a good story behind it. I actually found this at a thrift store in Colorado for $10. His work usually sells for a lot more. It was in a massive frame though, so I had to actually end up rolling it and carrying it on the plane with me on my way back to New York. When I took it out of the frame, whoever had framed it glued all around the edges, so that's why it looks kind of banged up right now, but we are in the process of reframing it. We just decided to hang it up until we actually get around to framing it. I have a vase below. It's just a cute classic little pink vase. Nothing super special here. I got that piece from the break. This is this little rose print ceramic dish that I've had for such a long time. I also thrifted this in Colorado. Whenever I find something that's good enough to pay the money to send it back to New York, then you know I really love that piece. I really love this dish. I think it's so cute and I've never seen anything like it. I have been looking for something to hold my earrings in for a long time. You guys know I'm an earring enthusiast and I just love earrings. They're my favorite accessory. And so I was kind of trying to find a way that would keep them all in one place, keep them safe. So I ended up putting a shell to hold some of my earrings, and then below it I found, I'm not even sure what to call this. It looks like a bunch of opalescent shells got pressed together and flattened into this one sheet almost. I really have no idea what to call this. If anyone knows what you would call this, definitely let me know. And then I kind of like line some of my earrings that I'm wearing more frequently like around the shell. I think it looks nice and cute and keeps them from getting all tangled together. I also just found this woven mirror. I have another plan for the woven mirror. It will not be sitting there forever. I think we're actually working on making a little collage behind our bed. But yeah, so hopefully that will be hung up soon. That was a good find as well. I got that from Dobbin Street Co-op. I'll just talk about Dobbin Street Co-op quickly because so many of my items I've bought are from Dobbin Street because they are a vintage furniture seller throughout Brooklyn. They have 3 locations. They have one in Greenpoint, Williamsburg, and Bushwick. All of their stuff is so amazingly curated. Occasionally things are a little bit pricier, of course, because they are curating and driving and like having to ship, like find things and bring them back, but they just do such a good job, and a lot of it is really reasonably priced, which is why so much from my apartment is from there. And yeah, so if you guys are in Brooklyn, I definitely recommend checking them out. Otherwise, you could follow them on Instagram, even just to get home inspiration, because they're always doing new setups and posting them on their Instagram. Next, moving over to my bed, I recently thrifted this little cactus type dish back when I was in Colorado during December, and I just thought it was really cool. Whenever I find something that's kind of southwesty, I usually bring it home because it reminds me of home. Then behind it is a green pot that I also got from Dobbin Street. That one was a little bit expensive. Buying potters for plants are actually one of the most expensive things that we spend money on. That one was, I think, $45, which is a little bit pricey, but I just loved how it was almost like a tie-dye green that we repotted our monstera in there, and it is thriving. As soon as we did that and repositioned it in our home, it's just grown so many new leaves. We might have to move it because it's like taking over into our bed. And below it, I have just a basket to kind of hide all of the cords that are right next to our bed. I might end up moving that to our living room and putting blankets in it eventually. I'm not sure yet. I thrifted that at a Goodwill as well for like like $5, I think. On my little shelf, I have a bunch of ceramics. I'm such a sucker for ceramics when I am in Goodwills. The first one is this blue and cream pottery. Yeah, I think I got it for $2, so I thought it was really cute and I just enjoy the way it looks. This red vase is really cute and we put these little yellow dried flowers in it because they match the print that's above it. This was $2, I think. And then next to it is another little flower potter that I need to get a small little plant to put in. And then there is my whale vase. That's actually my prized possession. Like when I die, maybe I'll use that as my urn. It's so beautiful. It just has whales swimming on the side. I found that in a Goodwill in Colorado as well. Had no doubt in my mind that it was coming back to New York with me. Below it, you guys might have seen this kind of lineup of vases on my Instagram. So the red one, I believe I thrifted almost 4 years ago. The first year I moved to New York, I got it. I recently got the green vase and it's one of my favorite finds. I've just been in love with light green. Next to it, I have another little dish. I just wanted to mix up like the shapes next to each other and all of them kind of complement each other. And then another pink little vase next to that. So if anyone ever gets me flowers, I'll have vases to put them in. But for now, they're empty. Oh, I almost forgot this duck basket. I have had this for 3 years now. Again, it's another piece that I brought all the way back to New York with me from Colorado because I saw it and fell in love. I think it's so cute and unique. Next, I'm gonna move on to my kitchen. Also, I'm not sharing every single item with you guys because I want to leave some stuff for the apartment tour so you're not totally bored when that comes out. But in the kitchen, I got this hanging fruit basket. That's a vintage basket. We just hung that up super easily and put all of our fruits and like potatoes and anything that can sit out on the counter we will keep in there. Another addition that I'm really excited for is this mirror that kind of looks like a big sun. I didn't think it necessarily really fit our apartment that well, but I just picture keeping this mirror and one day when I move to a little beach bungalow, I'll have it right when you walk in the front door with like the bright sunny mirror. It just reminded me so much of like this beachy vibe that makes me really happy to look at, which is why I bought it. But I saw it and immediately just felt really connected to it, even though it looks like a 5-year-old painted it. Another little amazing ceramic piece is this fruit pot that I found in a Goodwill in Long Island. Moving on to my living room, our coffee table, I've gotten some questions about this. We found it on Craigslist, but the original owner, I believe, bought it on Etsy. It's just really simple design, simple legs. Our TV stand at Dobbin. Yeah, we just thought the design was cool. We also keep just kind of like paperwork, camera gear in there because we have so much camera stuff. And yeah, I just think it's really cute. And that was maybe only like $150, which I thought was a really good steal for such an old piece like that. I also found this very amazing lizard teapot. It looks like there's joints in there. They're not joints, they're actually like Chinese herbs that I put on my joints because I have joint problems. Underneath we have this rug. It's kind of like an African tribally print rug. We got that at Dobbin Street as well. We are possibly replacing it and might just use it as a throw. We bought it before we knew what color our couch was gonna be, so we're just not sure. I also bought a pot months later as well that matches the rug, which is why I bought the planter because I thought it looked good next to the rug because they're kind of matchy. Recently, I also added on the silk scarf on the wall. I got it on Etsy. I thought it was gonna be like a big silk scarf. I'm just stupid and didn't look at the measurements, and so it came and it was miniature compared to the size I thought it would be because I bought it to originally cover up this big box we have sticking out of our wall, and I thought I would just cover it up with a nice scarf, but then just way too small. And then lastly, we have a little hat hanging on the wall. I wore that in Panama the whole time, but it also looks cute as a wall decoration. Again, I thrifted that at a Goodwill outlet. Lastly, moving into the bathroom, I'll quickly mention my favorite pieces in there. So I was so excited. I found this probably 2 months ago at Dobbin Street, which is a glass kind of divider that we put on the wall. So that just kind of helped make things feel more organized. I keep kind of just like some plants up there, little dishes to throw like hair clips and things like that into, and I just think it looks really cool. It's something I'll keep for, I'm sure, a very long time. It's so versatile. You could have it in your bathroom or other rooms if you want it as well. On top of it, I have this little shell dish, which is also from Dobbin Street, that I think I got for $8. And I always just end up throwing my clips at the end of the day on top of there. And lastly is just this fish print, but I just saw it walking by and recognized the print and grabbed it for like $8, I think. The glass unfortunately broke on my birthday party. I banged my own head into it and it fell off of the wall, shattered everywhere. It was my fault, but then we just picked out the glass and it still looks okay. It is like a little bit faded. You can tell it has some sun damage, but that's okay. We still love her. So yeah, those are pretty much all of the items that I thought I would share with you that are some of my favorite pieces in my house. Again, I just love buying secondhand, especially for decorating, because it really just makes your space feel like your own, in my opinion. I just find that I find the most interesting pieces when I pick them out slowly. It's been, what, like 8 months since we moved in, and we've slowly gotten pieces, like piece by piece, because we didn't want to like go out and buy everything right away. And I think that's kind of the way to do it if you're thinking long term about items that you want to keep for a really long time. And yeah, I just am the most connected, I think, to pieces that I find secondhand, because they just feel really original and catch my eye places, and I'm really drawn to them, and they just feel like they're my own when there's nothing else kind of like them, like being mass produced, I guess. I don't know. That's why I like decorating secondhand. Of course, it's also saving things from being destroyed or incinerated, all of that, all of the above. But hopefully you guys got some home decor inspo for this, and definitely stay tuned for the full-blown apartment tour. It's coming very soon. I'm so excited to finally be done decorating and to stop spending money on furniture, because it's so much to decorate an apartment. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment if you did, and I will see you in the next one.